Sophie hurried home from school, her stomach growling. She was looking forward to dinner because her parents had promised her favorite meal. When she got home, she noticed that her older sister Mia wasn't there, which was unusual.
Mia must be running late.
Sophie thought to herself. As she entered the house, the aroma of roasted meat wafted through the air. Her mom was in the kitchen, smiling warmly.
Dinner's ready. Why don't you sit down?
Sophie sat at the dining table, noticing a new dish she'd never seen before. A beautifully plated roast with rich, glistening gravy.
Where's Mia?
Sophie asked as she picked up her fork.
Oh, she's busy.
Her mom replied with a strange smile.
Try the roast. It's a new recipe.
Sophie hesitated but decided to take a bite. The meat melted in her mouth. It was the most tender and flavorful roast she'd ever eaten.
Wow, this is incredible.
Sophie exclaimed. Her mom's smile widened.
Thanks, sweetie. I'm glad you like it.
After dinner, Sophie went to her room, feeling content but slightly uneasy. Something about her mom's behavior seemed off. She texted Mia, but her messages went unanswered. The next day at school, Sophie mentioned the delicious roast to her best friend Claire.
You should come over for dinner tonight.
Sophie suggested.
Mom's cooking something special again.
Claire agreed, excited to try Sophie's mom's famous cooking. That evening, Claire arrived at Sophie's house, and the same tantalizing aroma filled the air. The girls sat at the table as Sophie's mom brought out another platter of perfectly cooked meat.
Here you go, girls. Eat up.
Her mom said with an encouraging smile. Claire took a bite and gasped.
This is amazing,
She said. Sophie nodded in agreement, but couldn't shake the strange feeling in her chest.
Where's Mia?
Sophie asked again. Her mom froze for a moment, then smiled.
Don't worry about her. Let's just enjoy dinner.
Later that night, Sophie couldn't sleep. She felt a nagging curiosity about where Mia was. Her mom had been acting so strangely since yesterday. Quietly, Sophie tiptoed downstairs to the kitchen. She opened the fridge to grab some water, but froze in horror when she saw what was inside. On the bottom shelf, covered in foil, was something unmistakable. Mia's bracelet, the one she always wore. Sophie pulled the foil back and gasped. Beneath it was a large piece of meat, carved unnaturally. Shaking, Sophie turned to leave the kitchen when she bumped into her mom. Her mom's face was calm, but her eyes glinted with something dark.
I see you found tomorrow's dinner.
Her mom said softly. Sophie stumbled backward, her breathing quickening.
Oh, what are you talking about? Where's Mia?
Her mom tilted her head and gave a chilling smile.
Don't you understand, Sophie? We're closer as a family now, literally.
As her mom stepped closer, holding a large carving knife, Sophie's vision blurred with tears. The next morning, Claire was confused when Sophie didn't show up for school. She texted and called, but got no response. Concerned, Claire decided to visit Sophie's house after school. When she arrived, Sophie's mom greeted her at the door.
Come in, Claire. Dinner's almost ready.
Her mom said warmly. Claire hesitated but stepped inside. The aroma of roasted meat filled the air again, and on the dining table was a platter of steaming food.
Sophie's not feeling well, but she'll join us soon.
Her mom said with a smile as she handed Claire a plate. Claire picked up her fork, unaware of the sinister truth lurking just beneath the surface.